Well, joining me now from Florida, political consultant, lobbyist, strategist, and former Trump surrogate, Roger Stone. Roger, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for joining us today.
I'm delighted to be here.
So you've been celebrating. You've been doing some celebrating. The D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals granted your request this week. They dropped your appeal of your criminal case. So since then, how has your life changed? How has your relationship with President Trump changed, if at all?
Well, I'm obviously very grateful to the president for a courageous act of both mercy and justice in commuting my sentence. The president not only recognized that I didn't receive anything resembling a fair trial in the D.C. Circuit, and then additionally that unlike every other person convicted of a nonviolent crime in the same time period, I faced imminent incarceration in a federal penal facility where there were over 200 cases of COVID-19. At 67 years old and with a history of asthma, that was essentially a death sentence. So the president spared my life. I thank God for giving him the guidance that I think he gives the president every day to do this. It was only reluctantly that I dropped my appeal, but I can reach no other conclusion. Given the D.C. Appeal Court's recent rulings in General Flynn's case, their recent rulings regarding Don McGahn, being the president's lawyer, being forced to testify for Congress, and particularly their ruling saying that Hillary Clinton should not have to answer questions about her emails, I have no confidence in the appeals court. And then additionally, were I to win a new trial based on juror misconduct, I would be back before the exact same judge. So the circumstances would be unchanged, and therefore the chances of victory would be slim, but the risk to myself and my family would be extraordinary. I'd have to go out and raise the $1 million. That's hard work. I have taken the current situation and just decided to end my appeal. I would like to exonerate myself, but the risk is just too great in what I think is a rigged court.
So looking forward and what you're up to next, I mean, we saw you recently there among a group of supporters cheering on Laura Loomer in her primary win in Florida this week. Are you working with her? Are you working with other Republican rising stars? What's keeping you busy right now?
Well, first of all, I'm writing a book about this entire ordeal because people need to understand how quickly, in the flash of an eye, the deep state can take away all your freedoms, your freedom of speech, your freedom to travel, your ability to make a living, strip you of all of your savings, your insurance, in the blink of an eye. And I want people to understand, because I was gagged unconstitutionally for 16 months, I want people to understand what my trial was really about, how epic the corruption surrounding the prosecution, the court, the investigation of me was. Then additionally, I'm going to be campaigning for a select number of candidates across the country who I really believe in. That doesn't mean that I'm going to serve as a strategic consultant for them. I intend to continue to write and speak about politics. I will probably begin a syndicated radio show. I had one off the ground that was doing quite well at the time that I was stormed by 29 heavily armed FBI agents to take me into custody for first-time nonviolent white-collar process crime. But candidates like Laura Loomer is a perfect example of the kind of candidate that I will be out there helping to raise money for, serving, more as a draw for fundraising and public attention. Yes, I will be campaigning for candidates who I am confident support the Trump agenda. It is pathetic to me that it's not the House Republican leadership that leads the charge in defending the president and fending off the Adam Schiffs and the Jerry Nadlers. It's a band of courageous rebels like Matt Gaetz and Jim Jordan and Lee Selden and Andy Biggs and Gomer. Those folks need reinforcements. They need gutsy rebels like themselves who are going to Congress not to be someone, but going to Congress to do something. And that's stand up for this president.
Well, and Roger, what do you think it says about these Republican fresh faces that you're confident in, you're rallying support behind them, helping them fundraise, helping them win their races, hopefully this November? And the fact that they're winning their primaries as the months go on, what do you think this says about the direction of the GOP and about the MAGA legacy that they are trying to fulfill?
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.